Hey, Greenville Inspired Community, thanks for joining us again. Today we are with John from Ji-Roz, a fantastic restaurant downtown. I'm missing the goat cheese balls like you would not believe. Um, John, thanks for joining us. I just wanted to catch up a little bit and let us know kind of what's going on right now. How it started with your business when everything started going the way it's going. Just kind of bring us back to that point up to now.
Yeah, well, I think it was March 17th. March 17th is when they did the takeout and to go mandate only, closing dining rooms and stuff like that. It was pretty shocking in the beginning, not knowing how dangerous this virus is. I think we're just not set up for to-goes. So for us, it was. I'm sure for a lot of other people also, it had to be an evolution of our business, and that lasted only for about 3 days. And I have some underlying health issues, like really severe asthma, and I was only about 4 weeks post operation from a total hip replacement. And so I needed to stay away from the restaurant, and my employees didn't really want to do it without me. They were okay with just, let's stop for now and get going. Um, Saying all that, I'm glad that there's some help coming now, so we can keep those people on and paid, because it's just people's worlds have been flipped upside down, actually.
Mhm.
So we closed on the 19th. On the 19th, I had people in there. We cleaned up the restaurant. Um, we took everything out of the coolers. I gave everybody a box of vegetables and whatever else that we had to get rid of in the cooler. And we're just playing it day to day now. I'm hoping that it's going to come to an end sooner than later. I'm just trying to keep up with my employees and making sure they're okay. Monetarily, I probably can't do much, but just reaching out to them pretty much every other day and making sure that everything is going well.
Yeah, and I think that's great. I read yesterday or the day before about a major restaurant who is having to shut down, I think indefinite or for good. I think their restaurants in Greenville or in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia are doing okay, but it's good, I think, for the community here that at least right now you're able to, even though you're closed down, you're able to help your employees. You're wanting to help your employees and help them, because we're all hoping that if it's sooner or later this will pass, or at least go down enough to where you're able to get back up into business and start serving the people of Greenville again and bringing your employees back in. You said you're keeping up with them. How are they doing right now?
They're doing good. They're starting to get their unemployment checks. We worked 2 weeks in the hole at my place, so they just actually got their last check yesterday. So they're still receiving funds right now, and hopefully this CARES Act stuff will go through, and I can take them off unemployment and give them at least a majority of what they were normally getting paid. I think hunkering down helps spending money. So I think we're fine as far as employees, and they're very important to me. We are a family-owned mom and pop place. Character is number one for us. So we hold and keep most of our employees for long periods of time. They're good so far. So I keep in touch with them.
Okay, cool. Some of the people I've talked with already, who own businesses like yours, they've talked about how when things do get back to some resemblance of normal, how this is helped kind of shape the way they're going to do things in the future, and it may change some of the operating procedures, make things a little more streamlined. Has any of that crossed your mind, or have you kind of planned out in your head some things that hey, I can make this more efficient or do this differently when we do open back up to make things even better?
Absolutely. We've been making changes to our menu and trying to weed out some of the things that you weren't doing so well. Maybe adding a couple of different things. Yeah, we just it's awesome because it's sort of like an opportunity to reopen. So imagine going through all of this, and knowing what you know now, and now you have an opportunity to reopen. So you can kind of come back stronger and not make the same mistakes. Us being so new, in the first couple of years, you make a lot of mistakes. Now we're able to reopen with this new menu, not totally new, but a lot of opportunity for new things to go in and doing things differently, opening up.
And it sounds like, as of right now, you've still got your staff ready. So when things are when we're allowed to kind of go back out, you can just quickly bring your staff back in and just jump right back in, right?
Yeah. Nothing's going to change for us, guys. If you were there before all of this and you come back after all this, you'll see the same people, the same restaurant. Everything's going to be just like we left it. And I think that's a great thing. That's very important to us.
Well, I won't keep you much longer. I wanted to leave with this. It is still a dark time, and there's a lot of uncertainty. If there's anything though that you can kind of hold on to that is continuing to get you through this and let you see a little bit of hopefully the light at the end of the tunnel, what is that's kind of pushing you through all this and just trusting, hey, when at some point we'll be able to come through this?
I don't know. I think my faith comes into play when we're talking about that. I think we'll be fine. I think if people hunker down and are able to not waste money, I think it'll be fine. I think people are going to open up with new opportunities, and like you said, just a different business. Just doing things a little differently and more efficient. And I just I'm holding on because I think everything will be fine.
Yeah, I think that's the only way to operate right now. I mean, the alternative is to obviously think it won't be fine. And I think we have every reason and hope to think, hey, it is going to be fine. We're going to pull through this. I was talking to another company a couple of days ago, and we talked about how in movies, when things like this happen on a global scale, I mean, within 2 or 3 days the whole world falls apart and everybody is rioting and looting and it's just chaos. And at least in Greenville, we're seeing everybody come together and help each other and support each other and really doing everything they can to make sure when we come out of this that we're not only where we were but potentially even stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. I think people are going to come out stronger. We just need to keep our heads up. Everything's going to be fine. Take this opportunity to fix little things that you need to fix, make things more efficient, like you said. I think we just need to keep working while we're at home. I think everything's going to be just fine.
Yes, sir, man. Well, I'll tell you, some of the best chicken I've ever had in my life is at your restaurant. So I will be very excited to come back and get some goat cheese balls and some chicken.
I appreciate it, man. I thank you so much.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us.
Stay safe, brother.